Just when you thought it was going to be your last time seeing me, here I am. I'm filming this on March 1st, 2022. I hope you'll see this before the end of March. But honestly, I hope that you all are doing well. I really have missed you. I've been on TikTok every day, 3 times a day, but there's something different about sitting down to film a good old YouTube video. Today, I really want to talk about balance and the ways in which I've been finding balance in my own life, and I'd love to know how you are finding balance in your life, which areas you feel are really balanced, and then which areas could use some work. I first want to talk about the areas in which I'm finding balance and it's bringing me a lot of joy. I feel like for the first time in my life, I have a really balanced social life. I've talked about this on my channel before, but I'm pretty introverted. When I lived in LA, I spent a lot of nights at home alone or with my roommate Cassie, who's one of my closest friends. And that was pretty much my routine. I would see my close friends here and there, but I think because of the lifestyle in LA, just like the effort it takes to get places, and also just because like of the way the city is built, it's not conducive for like community outside of where you are. So I feel like now, because I live in a walkable city, because I'm new in the city, I'm putting a lot of effort into making friends and maintaining friendships, and it feels really good. It feels good to be social and to be putting myself out there and to be meeting new people every day and meeting really good new people every day. And I didn't realize, I knew that community and friendship and like relationships with people, I knew that all those things were important to me, but I didn't realize how much I was missing out on those things in my life before living in Mexico City. I think having your set community is really, really important, your core group, but meeting new friends, meeting new people from different walks of life is so important to like at least my personal growth, and I think everyone's. And so I'm really happy to be finding balance in this area of my life. I also feel like I'm really finding a balance. I don't know if I'm in the perfect place yet between like my professional life and my creative life. I know I haven't been on YouTube consistently, but like I said, I've been on TikTok, and it's not just like about my creative life in terms of what I'm putting out into the world, but just investing more time and learning more about film photography or taking walks to take photos, like things that make me feel good and feed me that aren't necessarily public. I feel like in the past, and I think this is just like a product of the work that I do and just the generation that I'm in, I felt like if I wasn't gonna make something for other people to see, then what was the point? And I've totally shifted the way I view like my creativity now. I've taken so many photos and videos and things that like the public will never see, and it feels good just to be nurturing my craft in a way that feels good to me. Another area of my life that I feel like I'm finding more balance in is health. I've always been someone who's super like into physical fitness, and like most of you know, I am plant-based, but I feel like I'm really improving my relationship with food and eating more intuitively, truly, like not being super hard on myself, listening to my body, listening to what it needs, and it feels really good. I've mentioned this before, but I've always been very passionate about nutrition and making just like information about nutrition more accessible. And a new friend of mine, Fiona, she told me about this course she took to become a holistic nutritionist, and I just started looking into it today, and I'm 99.9% positive that I'm gonna take the course, because this is something that I've thought about for years. I'm so passionate about health and wellness, but I don't feel like I can talk about it in a way that will really serve people, because I don't have the educational background and the training on how to educate other people with the knowledge that I have, and I don't, and there's so much more that I could learn, that I can learn. So I'm pretty positive I'm going to take that course. I'm not sure if I'm going to document this experience, but I am very excited to like gain this knowledge and to share it with all of you. And then I would say lastly, a big part of my life that I'm finding balance in is like finances. I didn't realize that you could have an avoidant relationship with money. My friend actually described her previous relationship with money as like having an avoidant relationship with it, and I definitely do have an avoidant relationship with money. So I am in this amazing course with Factora. I'm part of their wealth circle, and I'm getting my financial literacy up, and it's really challenging because talking about money, learning about money, just like putting all my finances on paper is something that I've never done ever. I wasn't raised in a household where we talked openly about finances. I just always knew that like we were struggling, but like we just didn't have the knowledge about it. So it feels nice to be like, to be in a space where I have access to that information. I'm super grateful for the women leading this course. It's all about like empowering women and helping women improve their net worth. I'll include more information about it in the description box, but I'm really excited about this. I'm going into my second. It started 3 weeks ago. We meet every other week, and I'm having my next group meeting tomorrow. So I'm very excited about it, but it is challenging, but it's so necessary. I would love to work on finding balance when it comes to setting boundaries with the people that I love. I feel like I preach this and I talk about this all the time, but I do not practice what I preach. I do not set boundaries with my friends and family. And I know that I don't because I have such a fear of people being upset with me and for people viewing me as a bad family member or friend. And even though when I say that out loud, I know that those things are not true. And if I'm setting a boundaries because I'm just trying to protect myself, not because I don't love and care about someone, but in the moment, I really just don't know how to do it. And I'm hoping that this is something that I can work on in therapy, because it's like I can remember being a little girl and having issues with this with friends in elementary school. It's something that I've struggled with my whole life, and I just want to get to a place where I can stand up for myself, even in the face of people that I love. I think it's easy to say like, well, they're just taking advantage of you or they're overstepping their boundaries, but I know that I need to own my part in this, and I just need to verbalize and be like very upfront with what my boundaries are, and I have not done that ever. So that is something that I'm going to work on, because I think that's a very important part of my life that I need to find balance in. So I'll ask you this question again. What areas in your life do you feel like you found a lot of balance in? And then what areas in your life do you feel like you could work on finding more balance in? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk. I've missed the conversation in the comments, so I'm looking forward to seeing what your answers are. And if you've made it this far in the video, I'd also like to share that I am planning to release a series on my channel in the near future. I'm not gonna give a date because we all know how I am with dates, but just look out for that. And on that note, thank you again for taking the time to press play on today's video. I am very grateful for your time, your eyes, your energy. I know that you could be a million other places on the internet right now, so I'm very grateful that you've chosen to be here. Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for being patient with me, because y'all are. And as always, thank you for being here.